guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing swatches with you from the Halloween collection for China Glaze for 2017, and this is the Happily Never After collection. I got this collection off of Trans Design Beauty. I will link that in the description box below. I will also leave my Instagram page where you can see more swatches, including individual video swatches of this collection. So there are 6 brand new China Glaze shades for Halloween, and we can go ahead and get started. So the first polish is called Queen Please, and this is a sheer topper. It's a nudie pink, and it has a strong golden yellowy shimmer running throughout it. So here is our first and only coat of Queen Please. I am layering this over Building My Empire from Serendipity, which is just a black cream. This has a nice, easy to work with formula. You do have to be a little bit careful though to get these spread out evenly, otherwise it could look like you've just got way too much in one spot and not enough in the other, which is not a very flattering look. I have heard this is a dupe for Hey Girl Hey. Unfortunately, I don't have Hey Girl Hey, so I can't confirm or deny that, but the particles in Hey Girl Hey look a lot bigger than the ones in this. This does dry very glossy, it won't dry textured, and it won't be very difficult to remove, but I do recommend a glossy top coat either way. So there's one coat. Up next we have Do You Boo, and this is a glitter topper in a clear base. It has gold and black micro hex glitter as well as black bar glitter. It also has black super duper micro glitter and like tiny holographic bar glitter as well, but it is so small, the bar glitter, the holographic one, that it just looks more like a tiny glitter in here than it does a bar glitter. Here is one coat of Do You Boo over None of Your Risky Business, also from China Glaze. You get a ton of glitter out on your brush without having to do any swirling or fishing or anything like that. Again, you do have to work a little bit to get these spread out evenly on your nail, but this one is actually a little bit easier to manipulate than the previous one was. This one will dry just a little bit textured because of the larger glitters in there, and it will be a little bit more difficult to remove. You can also sponge this on for complete opacity or get it in 3 coats. So there is one coat. Up next we have Cinderella, and this is like a taupey shade, and it's got a copper to red shifting shimmer. So here's our first coat of Cinderella. This one is pretty sheer here on the first coat. I can still make out my nail line pretty clearly. It does build up really surprisingly nice though, to be completely opaque in just 2 coats. The shimmer in this stands out absolutely marvelously against the base, and it also has a fantastic formula, not too thick, not too thin, and it really stays where you put it. So here is the second coat, and like I said, this one does surprisingly cover completely in 2 coats, though depending on your application I could see needing 3. It dries down a little bit dull, so you will want a glossy top coat or a matte top coat depending on your preference. I had no issues with brush stroking through the shimmer, either wet or dry. So there is 2 coats. Up next we have Life's Grimm, and this is a deep olivey color with a strong gold / brighter green shimmer. So here's our first coat of Life's Grimm. This is another one that has a phenomenal formula. It's easy to use, it stays where you put it. You don't have to do any kind of special manipulating for these little shimmer glitters to be spread out on your nail. And since they are so microscopic, it's not going to be difficult to remove, and it's not going to dry textured. So there is the first coat, and here's the second coat of Life's Grimm, and this one does cover completely in 2 coats. I've heard other bloggers say that this is comparable to the look of Queen Please over a black base, but this one is definitely much more green. I don't get the similarity in those 2 whatsoever. You will want a nice glossy top coat for this though, so there is 2 coats. Up next we have a Crown for Whatever, and this is a darkish blurple base, and it has that same copper to fuchsia shifting shimmer. So here's our one and only coat of Crown for Whatever. This is one of those matte drying polishes that China Glaze does pretty much one of in every collection. This dries extremely quick. It dries essentially as you're applying it, so if you're not entirely sure of your brush strokes, you may end up pulling some polish off and needing a second coat. I find that going in for just a little bit of a thicker coat helps to prevent that. I didn't have any kind of staining or anything with this one either, but I do prefer this with a glossy top coat. So there is one coat. And lastly for today we have Lookin Gore-geous, and this is a nice plum cream polish. Here's our first coat of Lookin Gore-geous. So once again, this one has a great formula. It's easy to use, stays where you put it, doesn't want to run or pull. This one is almost opaque in one coat. I am going to go in for a second coat because I have a couple light spots, but after a few uses of this one, I feel like this would be very easy to wear on just one coat. This one's also going to dry decently fast, not as fast as the previous polish, but fast enough where doing the second coat isn't really that big of a deal. So here is two coats. This one does, like I say, completely cover in just two coats. It also dries extremely glossy. Again, just a phenomenal formula here. So there is two coats. So my favorite from this collection is definitely Life's Grimm. This barks right up my alley, screams my name, does everything for me, and it is very Halloween, which I am very much so looking forward to. So Life's Grimm is definitely my favorite from this collection. And that is it. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of this collection. Let me know what your favorite was. Let me know if you plan on picking any of them up. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe if you want to see more from me, and I will talk to you again next time.